So welcome to Ayo the Clown. We've been playing this for a while. We're playing through on hard mode. We've got 4 levels left, I think, and 1 hidden treasure to find. So that's why I think, there's a really good chance of clearing this game tonight. It's been a pretty decent game. It's not great, but it's pretty decent. They made some very odd choices with some of the controls. So it's got a definite jank factor to it. But it's a pretty good looking and sounding game. And, it's fun to find the secrets and overcome the obstacles. So I would say I like it. I'd give it like a 5, 5.5 out of 7, something like that. That alien made a very crisp crunch when we stepped on him. It's got a lot of your standard, platformer moves, too. Like climbing and wall jumping and a sort of double jump. But the moves are handed out to you very slowly throughout this game. I don't even really know. I go out of my way to collect a lot of the coins, but I don't even know that there's anything left for us to spend them on. I kind of feel like I've made all the purchases available in the game. Now we're just filling our pockets for the sake of doing it. I mean, I guess to be fair, that's the reason I'm collecting all the collectibles, is just this for the sake of doing it. I don't think there's any, reward for 100%. Alien's got a capture beam. Don't think we've missed anything. There's a pie for Pie Day. That was a sort of happy accident. Oh, that. It's a weird invisible wall. Oh my. Oh, I thought the beam was going to pull us up all the way into the ship and that we would die or whatever when we reached it, but it just... Okay. That's weird. It works like those wind guys in Mario Maker. Looking around for all the secrets is a terrible mistake. What is going on? Oh. Why in the world would I trust that beam when I can just right across on the top? There's a whole family of them here. I actually go over the top here? I can't. Whoa! I can't kick off that wall. The beams don't actually stay inactive long enough for you to get all the coins in one go. Alright, maybe they do, but you gotta be real fast. I like this, using the platform to sneak under the laser. feels like a kind of a classic sort of situation here. Oh no! Almost got a surprise weight loss surgery there. I haven't found one of the, like, hidden treasures for a very long time. Just when I started to comment on it, one appeared. So the biggest difference, we're playing on hard difficulty, and the biggest difference that I can tell is that there's just a lot more spikes everywhere. On the harder difficulty, there may be other changes, but we made the switch really early on, so the only thing I've been able to notice was that there are more spikes. Those coins looked an awful lot like an arrow trying to point me in a direction. Down. I don't think I could go down there, though. I think this is kind of meant to be like a bonus level. It's like sectioned off from the rest of the levels in a special way. So I don't think that this leads to, like, you know, story progress. I mean, not that we're playing this game for the story, but we had to actually purchase access to these levels. I feel kind of bad for all the aliens. They look so happy up until the point Ayo jumps on their head. So often we find out that the true villain of our games is the player character. What do you mean you're not playing for the story? This is edge of your seat action right here. Playing a video game for the story is like watching a movie for the title screen. It's an inconsequential part of the experience for me. Oh, nice little twist on what we were doing before. The beam let go of me. That's not right. Why is it doing this? Oh my goodness. Because I insulted the story, that's why. If anything, the game should be on my side about that. I think the true meaning of what I said is not that the story is bad, but that it doesn't matter if the story is bad. A theremin and 808 drum machine ticking away, Sparrow says. Very cool. That ledge there is the real final boss of the game. What can you say about the theremin? It's such a bizarre instrument to try and make sense of. It's instant spooky. One moment. It's instant spooky or good vibrations, as the song went. Was that song about a theremin all along? I think the Decemberists have a song with a theremin solo in it. Hey, Budafingers, welcome in. Moog was an interesting fellow. Is that the inventor of the theremin? What's cooking? That and a bunch of other synthesizer toys. You're a Decembers fan, Frownie? I like their stuff. Usually. My keyboard has a mind of its own, Sparrow says. That's a rough one, Sparrow. I have to call it a night, Frownie Doe says. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate your company as always, and I hope that you are well until I get to see you again. I tapped the R button twice, and Ayo didn't grab the thing even once. Sometimes I get the impression he's not on my side. I met Moog's daughter once at a party, Budafinger says, so I've got that going for me. Sparrow, they're gonna get mad that I don't mention it because I don't even know how to say that word. I think you can't grab the mesh if you take damage too quickly beforehand. I really like, so as for the Decemberists, I really like their album, The Hazards of Love, and I like a lot of their other songs scattered throughout most of their albums. Like the one sort of caveat is that sometimes, like, and I don't know, sometimes like the character that they get into for some of their songs is so pretentious and so like hateful of their fans that, like, I don't know if it's a character anymore. And the last album that I heard from them, they did a lot of like weird 80s stuff, which there are a lot of like sort of 80s sort of throwback vibes to the first few songs on the album, which were weird, which seemed weird to me to sort of mesh with their songwriting. And I like 80s stuff as much as the next person, but I don't know that it was such a good match, and I just was thinking to myself, like, did they really want to go for this sound, or were they just kind of hoping that one of these songs might get picked up for use on the soundtrack for the next season of Stranger Things? Hazards of Love is a solid album. Also, I know what you mean. There's one track in particular, I think it's on the album after Hazards, which makes me wonder if they seriously dislike their fans. Yeah, what is that one? We Know We Belong to You. Like the song, I think it might be 2 after Hazards. It might just be 1, you might be right. But yeah, where they're like resentful of like reforming the band. It was the one after they broke up. But I Was Meant for the Stage also is kind of like that. That one I feel more like it was a character than the other one, though. Yeah. 80s vibes are always weird, Loyal says. I just meant some obscure Soviet-era synth that probably has uranium in it, Sparrow says, or something. People will claim that gives the sound character. Matter who is first, Moog and Buchla really brought synthesis into the mainstream and are still some of the most sought-after designs in use today. I mean, Bellringer isn't cloning the Soviet era, whatever, but they'll crank out Moog and the other name I'm not sure how to say, clones all day, and many others. I saw them live a few years ago and kind of got that vibe as well. A little bit arrogant, perhaps. I have a 303 clone from Bellringer, Sparrow says. It spends most of its time looking pretty. Look at this marshmallow. I know how you feel, buddy. This is how I feel every time I play Battletoads. I forgot I had water. I'm glad I was able to help him out. Too much of my equipment even isn't set up right now. Sad state of affairs. I hope I can catch enough of a break to make some progress, Buddha Fingers says. I wish that for you too, my friend. Oh. Oh, these are pancakes. I didn't notice it was a pancake when there was only one high. That's the thing about pancakes. You have to have a stack of pancakes. It is inappropriate to have just a single one. Pancakes are made to travel in packs. A streaming fist of welcome in. Is this the RE4 chainsaw demo? It's looking about as scary as Resident Evil. Their characters running around on fire, characters running around with big pieces of their head missing. This is an awfully gory game. Donut blocks. They're even still donut shaped, except they're filled in. Oh, this is like a griddle. I didn't notice that before either. I just thought it was a little pool of lava. I didn't know that was like the red was like from heat. I mean, I knew it was hot because it was red, but I don't know what anything in this game is. Hey, did you know the thing in the background's a lollipop? I was thinking about doing a song walkthrough stream of most of the tracks I've made under Dragon Audio, Sparrow says. Does that sound interesting, though? I mean, I certainly think it could be. I think that, you know, I'm not the greatest person to ask, Sparrow, because I'm biased in your favor on the one hand, but also I probably wouldn't understand a word that you said the entire stream on the other. Music production for me has never been more complicated than you know, lay down a track in one straight through it performance. I've never even had the wherewithal to capture my guitar and mic through separate channels. I don't exactly do a lot of recording, though. There is something about twisting knobs and pushing buttons, though. I spend so much time in front of a computer, and it's not the same, Buddhafinger says. I'd be more interested in a late 90s jungle D&B set, if you had the plates to pull it off. Agreed, you can get around a synth much faster, assuming there's a knob or button for everything. In reality, you still find yourself menu diving. On a tiny little display, a MIDI controller is a good compromise for me, and even then I rarely use it. What if I did it from a beginner perspective then? Just hearing sounds in isolation and showing how I might have come up with them? That would certainly be, like, more useful, you know, like, for me to follow along, Sparrow. Probably your best bet would be to just kind of, you know, to kind of think through it a little bit beforehand and be prepared to, you know, to kind of tailor the level of discourse around the chat that comes in. If you happen to wind up with a bunch of it's generous to call myself a novice. But if you wind up with a lot of novices like me, you might want to lean one way, or if the chat seems to be fairly pro, then you know, maybe aim more that way with the occasional, like, explanatory line here and there. Hey cows, welcome in. How goes Ayo? Ayo's going pretty well. We've cleared a level. I think we've got, counting this level, we've got 3 left. Plus some mystery item to find out in the world. I'm losing a fair bit of lives, but mean, that's why we earn extra ones anyway, right? It's looking more and more likely I'm gonna wind up back in the painful land of Battletoads within just a couple hours, though. What's the deal with this game? What do you mean, Streaming Fist? It's a 2.5D platformer type game. Just gotta get to the end of the level and try to collect all the collectibles along the way. It's pretty simple. Kind of just classic platformer brand platformer. But I like it. It's a little janky. It's not a great game, but it's a decent one. I recommend, you know, I could recommend it that people play it, but it has to be with the asterisk that the game is janky and occasionally a little frustrating. You always learn something, even if it's things you think you already know. I'd say start at the start, Buddhafinger says. That's a good point. That's probably wiser than my suggestion. Last time I did a track walkthrough, I almost went into some basic theory on the physics of it all. Trying to explain synthesis. That's a bit much. That might be a bit much. Oh, he transferred his fire to me as he passed away. Oh my goodness, it's a giant set of teeth. Still have a lollipop and a bear to find? The levels in this game are gigantic. Also, I don't know how I fell into that lava and didn't get hurt. But I guess I'll take it. Ever play Chameleon Twist? I haven't played that one, but I want to. That one's on my to-do list. I've actually got both of them on the Nintendo 64. I think there's only 2 games. I'd like to give them a try. I think it's a game I'll really like. Super relaxing game, at least to watch, Sparrow says. This isn't Stage 11 Battletoads, Loyal says. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I need some distance from that, you know. Oh my goodness. We saved it. Cal says, stressful and damp, but happy to be here now. Oh no, were you caught in a storm? You only know the first one? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have 2 of them on the N64, but I've never really played them. I don't know why I felt like I could challenge that hot griddle. Well, I kind of do, because I went through the heat before and it didn't punish me, so I thought, well, maybe it'll forget to punish me this time. It wasn't a very solid line of thinking. No, don't fall into the abyss. Bummer. Loyal says I opened my sunroof while it was raining and hailing to feel it, and it got stuck open all the way till I got home. Not too bad, but still silly. Hey, Pally, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Very much appreciate you coming by. Welcome to your friends as well. Happy to have you all here. This is Ayo the Clown on the Switch. It's kind of your kind of a straightforward platformer game, almost generically so. It's pretty good, but it's also pretty janky. So the recommendation comes with an asterisk. But how did your stream go tonight? You were playing Stray. I thought you were playing Metroid Prime. Did you finish that one up? I thought I saw you were building Legos and playing Metroid. Welcome in, Unbentara. Good to see you again. And Desi Spark, thank you both for coming along. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I said it was Battletoads. I should have known better. Since I didn't see Toads. We played Battletoads. We played Battletoads at the start of the stream. And we might do another run after this game. But this is the main event for the night. I'm still struggling with Battletoads. I still keep making it to and dying at the same place all the time. I thought it might be safe if I was inside the teeth. I thought the middle was safe. Poor Marshmallow just screaming his head off, I know. Cow says, was at a late night meeting in an unusual spot. Naturally, the road back home was flooded, which made for significantly more adventures than I'd planned for the night. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad you appear to have made it home safely, Cows. Flooding is no joke. That's not something to mess with. Thank you for the hydrate and the wheel, Pally. We'll do those. Hydrate first. And we have landed on the hot habanero sauce. This is Marie Sharp's hot habanero pepper sauce. welcome to the stream, my new friend, and thank you for the follow. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. We're about to have a generous sample of this hot sauce. We'll see how it goes. The first spin of the wheel actually wasn't that bad. I had spicy breakfast tacos for dinner, so I'm... In theory, I'm prepared for the heat. In practice, I think this sauce is hotter than the other one. Not that bad. Not that bad. I'm still a little, I was gonna say I'm still a little prepared for dinner. Prepared from dinner. I love that. Do you have 2 streaming spots, depending on how comfy you want to get? No, I've just got the one, Pally. I've been set up like this for a while. It was set up differently before. We kind of made a big joke about it because I did a major, like, rearrangement of my room and my streaming setup in December that I was making a big deal about, where I moved all the furniture around. And then just a couple weeks later, I completely changed my mind and wanted to bring this couch down here and go the exact opposite direction. In December, the setup, I had set up my computer and everything at a bar. And I was sitting on a stool, and it was basically designed so I could stand during the stream. And then, before I even got to that point, I completely did a 180 on what I wanted to do, and I said, no, this is all wrong. This is all wrong. The stream has to go the opposite. I need a couch. I need to get comfy. We need to go for a cozy vibe on the stream, and so that's how this setup came to be. And sauce challenge, yeah, it's the wheel. It's got a bunch of different spicy things on it. It's got hot sauces and chocolate and jelly beans, but it's just a bunch of different spicy things. And there's a channel point to spin and sample whatever it lands on. We're getting close. I'm gonna need to put some new stuff on the wheel here pretty soon, because some of these sauces are starting to run a little low. So I might switch something out here soonish. Thank you for the bits, Pally. Thank you for the 33 bits. Very spicy. It's very different, but looks cozy. Thank you. That's what we're going for now. It finally came together in my brain what the streaming setup needed to be. So someone was laughing at me a while back because I have a physical wheel. Because like something like this is something like I could get like a little wheel, like an app or a widget, right, to do it digitally. but you know, Agent Frownie, I'm a Luddite. I have to do everything. I have to do everything in the most low-tech way possible. So I had to get a physical wheel. Spinning it's so much better than the digital spin. That's what I think. That's what I think. and welcome in properly. Is it Flassy? I might need some help if I've said your name wrong. Flassy, right on. Thank you for joining us. It has to be much more satisfying to spin. Yeah, and it makes that delight. Well, I don't know if the microphone picks it up very well. It's like Flossie with an A. I don't know if the mic picks it up, but also it makes that delightful sort of sound when the pegs move by the thing. Pally says Legos are getting there. Building the question block set. We're maybe about halfway done. Right on. And you said you beat Metroid. Discord voted on playing Star after Stray. Right on. GG on the Metroid Pally. I'd like to get around to that one myself someday. I hear a lot of good things about it. I hope you enjoyed it. I really like the 2D Metroid games that I've played, but 3D is a world I've yet to adventure into. The hit timing on that heat thing is very weird. So that marshmallow guy was on fire and running around screaming, and it may seem rather cruel that I used my sword to end his misery. But I did try splashing him with water earlier. Uh-oh. And that killed him too, so there is no rescuing the flaming marshmallow. I think his fate was sealed before we ever came along. No! No, I almost saved it. I was so close. If only we had managed to get those wall jumps to work. This is some pretty intense platforming. There's our last collectible of the level, though. That's very good. Uh-oh. What's this? Teddy bears. Collect all teddy bears. YB to swap head. Huh, I don't think I can do that yet. We haven't gotten all the teddy bears in the game. Stages cleared? I mean, yes. I've never seen that thing come up before. That didn't give us a new toy, though. Alright, we're gonna head back to town and see if there's another toy quest available for us. And then we'll see about moving on to the final levels. Sounds kind of like Banjo-Kazooie in there. Have you been to the beach? I heard people go there to fall in love. That's not new dialogue. Oh. I have one at home. His name is Lucky. Aren't you the lucky one, Mason? Talk to this other guy who's walking around? No? Oh, yeah, this guy here. My homework is burning in the circus. Please help or I'll definitely get a big fat F. Be careful of the toothy things, though. We have to find this guy's homework. That's for the last toy quest. I forgot about that guy. Okay, so we cleared this level. Saw trouble. I wonder if the saws are the toothy things. It's weird, it's deceptive, because he said his homework was burning in the circus. But the other level is the fire level. I looked all around that level and didn't find any homework. Extra life. I need those now more than ever. Whoa! Exploding platform. That was kind of heart-stopping. Bummer. I think the life comes back. Yeah. Great. I think you earn an extra life for every 1,000 gems you collect. I haven't been paying a lot of attention to that. I know that the life counter does go up every now and then as we collect them. I think it's got to be every 1,000. It doesn't happen often enough to be every 100. Sweet potatoes, Sophie, welcome in. Finally a stream all about me. Is that because of the clowns? Or the pie? Or some other factor that is so obvious I have overlooked it. The clown for sure. Oh, I didn't even see that saw. Oh my goodness. It's a rabbit in a magician's hat. And I've made it disappear. Is there a reason this caught your eye? My wife actually checked it out of the library for me. Jelly works in a library, and they have a collection of video games. And every now and then she sees something and just checks it out because she thinks it would be good for the stream. And, you know, she knows I like platformer type games, so... That's really what stood out about it, was that it was just... It looked like, you know, it looked like the cover of the game made it look like a decent platformer. And it is a decent platformer. It's not great. I have to keep saying that. Breaking the Ayo devs' hearts every night when I know they tune into this stream. But, it's good. It's worth playing if you don't mind a bit of jank. It makes sense because her dad's a professional clown, exactly. The short version of the story that Cows is referencing there is that when Jelly and I first met, she made a joke about her dad being a professional clown, and I didn't realize it was a joke, and so for years I thought my father-in-law had worked as a professional clown. And I didn't know it was a joke, and Jelly didn't know that I didn't know it was a joke. The fact this had a physical version amazes me, though. Yeah, so this came out. This actually looks like it came out a couple years ago. From what I didn't do a lot of research, but I did check to try and see, like, roughly when it came out. I think it came out a couple years ago, but I think it just recently got made physical on the Switch. That's hilarious, Sparrow says. The Switch does have a lot of games that fall through the cracks. Another game that I found just from random Jelly checkouts that is actually really great is called Kaze and the Wild Masks. It's Kaze. That game was fantastic. That game I can wholeheartedly recommend to everybody. It's kind of like a love letter to Donkey Kong Country 2. But it has, you know, it has its own things going on. But it's very influenced by Donkey Kong Country 2 and like design basics. Wonderful game. Wonderful game. We did that one 100%, and I liked it. I liked it so much that I bought 2 physical copies. I bought one to have in our library at home, and I bought another one and gave it to my sister. I really hope the people responsible for that one put out more stuff. Make sure to buy this game for her as well. Yeah, I don't know if she'd appreciate this one as much. I don't know what it costs, though. It might be worth it. What madman put giant saws beneath a tightrope? I mean, I just kind of thought that's the thing tightrope walkers do, though, right? Don't they, like, try to make the situation ever more perilous? I'm back with some yummy food, Loyal says. Got a croissant hot dog thing I made? Right on. I think it's very important that I not take damage here. I think this is where the last toy is hidden. I think if I put out all these fires, we'll unlock the last toy. $20 digital, so maybe 25 or 30 physical. Yeah, this is the homework right here. I'd say you could definitely get about $25 worth of fun out of this game. You might want to wait to find it on sale. There's our last toy. I think it was a drum? I didn't really get a very good look at it. Unless it's like Nintendo where they charge full price no matter what. They know they can get away with it. I don't think anyone is a fan of the Nintendo tax, but there's not much that can be done about it. Because we're all going to keep buying their games. Thank you for the trophies. Thank you for the GG. I'm a sucker for hard copy, Loyal says. Yeah, I like having games physical. For the most part. I mean, it doesn't really mean much with modern games, but because so many of them are released broken with mandatory patches that the physical copy doesn't mean a whole lot anymore, but I like the illusion of, like, permanency that it gives me. I know it's an illusion, but it's a comforting illusion. Hard copy is better because it's less likely chance of you losing access to the game forever. Well, see, that's the thing. That's kind of true, but also kind of not. Because any game that has mandatory patches, even if you have a hard copy, your ability to download those patches goes away when the servers go down. So the game, your hard copy of it will be forever broken and incomplete after that point. So that's why, like I say, it doesn't really matter anymore. And so many companies are just to the point where they release stuff they know is broken. Because they like, well, we can just patch it on day one, so it doesn't matter. That's why I say physical copies don't mean much anymore. Wish it weren't the case, yeah, completely. It's 70% released, 70% finished. Release it, they say. Yeah. 70% finished. That means that we should feel alright charging $70 for it. $70 is generous. Yeah. $40 at best current year, Sparrow says. What happened? Oh no. I wasn't looking, but I broke the game. I'm supposed to be inside. I'm supposed to be in there. Okay, hey. That's interesting. How did I do that, I wonder? Games are sad in the 2020s. Oh, but yeah, Sparrow, you know, I don't play. When's the last time I played a current gen game? I'm behind the times. A current year game, rather. I do enjoy a good indie more nowadays. Pizza Tower, for example. I've heard Pizza Tower was good. Here's something I was thinking of the other day. That I don't know why. I don't know why indie developers, at least so far as I know, like, why don't they have more options for more or less tutorialization? I was thinking about that game, the Outbound Ghost. I looked at I was watching part of my own VOD when we played that game a while ago, and I was just thinking about like how like heavy the dialogue was with the tutorial stuff and the exposition, and it just, the thing about that is like that game was made as like a love letter to Paper Mario. Right? It's very much heavily in the style of Paper Mario. So you would think that the devs would expect that most of the people who are interested in the game are going to go into it having played Paper Mario already. And so why tutorialize so heavily? Like there should be, I think there should be at the beginning of the game, at the very beginning of the game, there should be 3 tiers of like tutorial option. Like, how much tutorial do you want? And you have the lowest option where the characters will explain everything in the game to you at an absolute beginner level, as tedious and specific as can be, right? The I've never played a video game before level of tutorial. You select that, and everything is spelled out for you really well. They do a middle level they could do a middle level of it where the dialogue is shifted so that when they explain the mechanics to you, like, they can reference it as assuming you are someone who has played a video game before. So maybe they don't have to tell you about things like as common as like dash and jump. They can just ease it off and use like sort of more common or technical dialogue. And then have a third level where the dialogue is just no tutorial. Just all the dialogue just written in character, in universe. And the characters never know they're in a video game or reference the controller. And then you could pick one of those three options. And I said, why don't indie devs do it? Because I know why big devs don't do it. Because they don't want to spend time and money on that kind of thing. Because they don't care. But you would think, like, indie devs typically care about their games. And so why not make a better playing experience? And put in a little bit of effort, a little bit more effort like that to give the players some options to avoid being talked at for hours and hours by a game unnecessarily. I can't think of any game that's ever done that, to where you have a dialogue option where you have an option at the beginning to shift the dialogue, like more breaking the fourth wall and less breaking the fourth wall with the tutorial. Because I think that's an aspect of it to me as well. Does Kirby count? Oh, I did play a Kirby game. I did play a current year game, Budafingers. You caught me. Well, that should be no surprise. We all know I'm a Nintendo fanboy. Like every Pokemon game forcing the dialogue every single time. Yeah. RPGs are less likely to get me nowadays. My theory about the tutorial Zilla is that these indie devs really want you to play the game, and they'll hold your hand for way too long, trying to assure it. But see, I don't understand, like, that doesn't seem like... You figure that indie devs would know their audience better. What you're describing does actually exist in the game Civilization, at least Civ 5. You can opt out of the endless recommendations you didn't want or need. Alright, that's pretty good. The best is use the dash button to dash, yeah. Just have a signboard in the back with a picture of what the button does. I like those. I like when a game does that. That is rather fourth wall breaking, but that's okay. Anything to not be lectured to death by a game. Lara Croft in Tomb Raider 3. If you want to look, press and hold the look button. 100% agree with you, Loyal says. Speak the truth. Thank you, Loyal. Hey, Quillshot, good to see you again. I hope you have been well. Welcome to Agent Frownie once again rants about being talked at in video games. Well, there's no collision on the top of that block. Frownie, you must love IKEA instructions. Everything is just shown. No talkie, just images showing. Yeah. Show, don't tell, they say. I don't know how I'm supposed to get any of that stuff. Those saws don't go high enough for me to jump. This is gonna be some very irritating coins to collect. Oh, and you called me Agent Brownie. There is a Twitch account for an Agent Brownie. I've never seen any of their streams, but I do know that such an agent has at least at one time existed. Show, don't tell. Why not show and tell? Master Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Redundancy is only admirable in failsafe mechanisms. Particularly life-preserving ones. Signboards are just painted by a crazy person. Lore-friendly explanations. IKEA instructions are meant to keep you lost inside the store, so you keep looking at stuff. I've never seen them online before, but when I do, they're in so much trouble, Sparrow says. Who are we talking about? I just have to brute force this if I want to get all these coins, which you know I do. I'm tanking the damage, I'm getting the coins, and I'm escaping. There, we've done it once, I don't have to do it again. I don't know what killed me. We're not actually losing any lives. I love IKEA, Cows says. Both building it and wandering around the store. I've only been to an IKEA... maybe twice? Maybe only once. Wandering the store I found to be, you know, a not unpleasant experience. I do like my IKEA furniture. Although all I have from them are bookshelves. Or I guess media shelves. I've got four IKEA, I don't know, they're like shelves of cubes. 2 of them are populated by books, and 2 of them are populated by game paraphernalia down here. Oh, I couldn't tell you the name of what they're called. Calyx seems familiar. That's probably right. At least 80% of my house is IKEA furniture, if not more, Cal says. Show and tell was always my favorite, Cal says. I don't know if I ever participated in a show and tell during my schooling. During question time, the teacher was always saying, "That wasn't a question, that's a comment." I love the IKEA shark. I don't know what that is. Is that their mascot? Once again, we're confirmed cut from the same cloth. Most of my room is IKEA. It's like a store in here. Good old Billy. No, not Billy the bookshelf. Loyal's heading off into a lurk. Thank you for being here, Loyal. I appreciate your enthusiasm for the stream. I appreciate your company, my friend. I hope that you sleep well, and we'll see you again. Tomorrow night we're gonna go. Tomorrow night we're gonna crank up the jank. I'm gonna bring out good old 50 video games included again tomorrow night. So things could potentially get very rough. Let's go. I knew you'd be happy to hear that, Cows. It's been a while. It's been too long. We've got to see more of what 50 video games included has to offer. Hype. I don't know what... I'm guessing that's a furniture piece? I don't know what that one is. Oh, it's the plushie. IKEA used to sell big shark plushies. Name Blahaj. It's a popular shark plushie. They're long and huggable. My partner kept asking for one of those. I said, we're not 9 years old anymore. I was told not to talk to him for a while, Sparrow says. You're never too old for a plushie. My bed is full of plushies. My bed is full of squishmallows. Jelly and I have a whole lot of squishmallows. We don't really collect them, but we end up with a lot of them. You have a bunch of Hello Kitty and cow squishmallows? I don't think I've ever come across a cow one before. Ours are mostly cats. Well, I think we have like 3 cats and a dog and a dragon. And I have a Pikachu. The Pikachu is more for display, though, and not really for using. I joke, I am just jealous that I can't justify them in my mind. Well, you see, that's why I bring all mine down here, Sparrow. I keep them on display for the stream. That way, when the stream really takes off someday, I can I can deduct these on my taxes as a business expense. I'm just happy there's no Funko Pops. Well, you know, Sparrow. I wouldn't want to disturb your happiness, so I just won't say anything. I have 4 Funko Pops on display down here right now. Oh no, there are more. Well, they're on. So we have. I've got 4 Pokemon. I've got the 3 starters and Pikachu. I guess the 4 starters if we count yellow. So I've got the 4 Gen 1 starters as Funko Pops, and we also have some Mega Man Funko Pops. I think that's all the video game pops. We've got some random other ones. Jelly likes Harry Potter themed Funko Pops, so she's got a lot of those. But they're off somewhere else in the house because they're not video gamey enough for down here. Is that what people do with their cash when they're not spending it all on music equipment and consumables? Well, that was messy and a real struggle, but we did get that final bear. I'm getting a lot of accidental down inputs all of a sudden. I don't know what is up with that. What is up with the down inputs? I got like 4 pillows just for me. Am I cool? Sparrow says. Imagine saving all of your money and then dying. Get up on the downstroke. Everybody get up. I've got an octopus, a peacock. I don't know how to say that animal. Oxalot? Puffin, bunny, reindeer, seal, dinosaur. Your set is much more eclectic than mine. Yeah. Self-employed, bought to increase company morale. I love it. Cows sell fast. The down arrow isn't up for it. Bury me with my money. Axolotl. It's like Mudkip. No worries, Buddha Fingers. Nothing to be sorry for. In fact, I appreciated it. I feel like I'm verging on doing a lot of controller blaming tonight. I don't really want to do that. I know the real problem is inside me all along. Those little pale salamanders you find swimming around, the ones with the branches off their heads, or Whooper. Whooper is a axolotl. My zoological education is so poor. You can blame the controller for this. Clearly the devs were clowning around too much. Well done. Well done. Don't feel down about it, Frownie. Thank you, Sparrow. Down with the controller blaming. Ayo the Clown is excessive with down. Alright, here we go. Final encounter. Oh, we got another new follower. Thank you for that, my friend. Welcome to the stream, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Thank you for the follow. Oh, this guy's got a football helmet on. That helmet didn't do him a lot of good against my water, though. Cool, I like these platforms. Oh no, there's another game that has music just like this. That I played not that long ago. No, what have I done? It's alright, we saved it. Oh, you know what it's actually reminding me of, I think, is Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Why would there be circus music in Zombies Ate My Neighbors, though? There are clowns, but they're inflatable clowns, and they're an item, not an enemy. Oh no, I guess I'll just have to play that game again. It's a plate-spinning robot. Zombies Ate My Neighbors does have the mall clowns. Mall clowns. That you send to be chopped up. Yeah, like the inflatable ones. Yeah. But I think there's also the part of the soundtrack that's a song that has that that you hear in part of this song. There's one of the songs in that game that does that too, but I can't think of for what level or why. They're in the chopping mall. I always use them in the hedge maze level where there's like 1,000 Jasons. That's a lot of question marks. Oh, weird. The question mark platform messes up your controls. Games that we've started that are still on my to finish list include Earthworm Jim and Double Dragon on Game Boy, Tasmania on the Super Nintendo, and Aero the Acrobat on the Super Nintendo, and Zombies Ate My Neighbors on the Super Nintendo. Those are all ones that we've begun that I haven't finished. That I haven't been working on. You know, I haven't finished Battletoads or Contra Hardcore yet either, but I'm actively working on those. Oh no, if the final boss fight takes place on top of one of these pads, I'm gonna be furious. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I'm gonna be furious at the game if the last boss is atop one of these pads. Earthworm Jim, groovy. I don't know, and it's the best. The Game Boy release of it is the best version too. I know I'm always saying this, but I really feel like I've left behind a collectible I've been in this level for so long. Do I only have one teddy bear? No lollipops? Question marks are really like, I guess it's because of confusion. I was thinking that question marks are a really bad way to like symbolize the button reversal, because it's only like mysterious, like, ooh, what's the pad do? It's a question mark. It's only mysterious until you step on it for the first time. And then, like, there is no mystery, you know what it does. But I guess it's not mystery, it's confusion that they're symbolizing. Which I guess a question mark is appropriate for, so... I'll be quiet now. Mushroomization? Oh no, this has gravity? Oh no, that's disgusting. I can't escape this wheel. Yeah, it's Ayo Galaxy. Pretty bad place to live. Okay, so I think I've got to get down to that area without... Nope. I don't know how to do this. There we go. Oh, that was a lot of work for one extra life. Oh, and this wall is... I could just sneak through this wall the whole time. Take this. The circus isn't so fun now, is it? Ah! He's throwing bombs at me! It's Meowser. Well, the worst thing about the bombs is how he just throws them directly on me. So if I'm not constantly moving... then it's all over. This part is meant to be rushed through, I think. What am I doing? Oh, I hope he's done. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I thought I misread where that platform was gonna be. Oh no! My commitment is to trying to get all of the coins in the game at least once. So if I get the coins in an area and then I die and have to go back through it, I don't really feel necessarily obligated to recollect every single coin every time. I definitely get a lot more of them than are necessary, though. But when you see me, like, really foolishly risking my life for some coins, that's why. It's because I'm trying to get them all at least once. I gotta sleep, but hope you have a lovely week. Thank you for being here, Sophie. It's been nice having you with us. I hope that you sleep well, and we will look forward to seeing you again, hopefully sometime real soon. Oh no. He's back. Oh, thank goodness for that heart. That was just what I needed. That bomb was unacceptably timed. Alright, well there's a coin in the fire. Oh, I got it! I got the coin that was in the fire. I was gonna leave that one. I thought there was no way. Sometimes I'm just so good at games, I can, you know, I do things that stun myself. It's definitely because I'm good at games. That's definitely the reason. Well, I see the next lollipop. Wish I'd seen that fire. I mean, I guess technically I did see it. Whoa! This is not... This is not... Fuck. Very rough. Help. This is... Okay, I feel like this is leading to progress, so I might need to go back down to look for collectibles. Yeah, that's 100% progress. I don't know where the ground is. Oh no, was I wrong? This looks very... progress-like as well. No! Okay, that's definitely a collectible. No! Oh. I think I just don't like gravity mechanics. It's a very aggravating gimmick, changing gravity. To go through all that again. I'm very lucky. Hey, Thrifty Anvil, good to see you. This game is like if Clockwork Knight was good. Oh, that's not a good game? I've never played it. I just like the idea. Clockwork Knight seems like such a cool idea for a character. This game is decent. Good is sometimes, I feel, a bit of a stretch. It's not a bad game, but it is kind of janky. Sometimes painfully so. It could have been polished and sharpened and a lot of ways. So its recommendation comes with an asterisk. I think I've collected all those coins once before at this point. This is an ugly situation here. Good thing I came back up here. Look, there's a lollipop. Do you like greedy clowns? Do you like missing collision planes? Well, my friend, I have the game for you. There does seem to be a shockingly like high amount of areas with no collision. And like I get that there are areas they didn't expect you to go, but it's a game about searching for collectibles. Like you should expect the player's gonna go all the places. No, I don't know what button will make me run the opposite direction. There was no way to go back. There was no gravity on the other side to grab hold of me, so they really didn't plan for you. Oh, I have all the things. Look, it happened. I have a bear head. I can change it at will. I got all the teddy bears, so now I can have a bear head. We're 100% going barehead for the rest of the game. At least you can change it at will. That makes it much more bearable. Well done. Technically, that would be less bearable, though, right? It's unbearable, Buddha Fingers had said. I appreciate that we're all thinking the same way. This is good. This is where we just died, so we've gotten all these once. Oh, for the love of pound cake, just let me get to the gravity. I hope you don't meet a grisly fate because of that headwear. Oh, very well done. A plus Buddha fingers. Whoa. The luck. If you're upset that I gave Buddha Fingers an A+, I understand. Bear jokes can be quite polarizing. I think we need to let these puns hibernate a bit. Yeah, my last one there did get a rather cold reception. I need to focus on telling jokes that are more high quality. Somebody send help. That upward path, I think, is rather adventurous and also a tremendous mistake. This is just pure pandemonium. Thank you, cows. Very well done. Please stop this madness. He's talking about our jokes. Growl, I have planned this for far too long and sacrificed way too many patties for you to mess everything up. Let's not clown around and finish this. Once and for all, prepare yourself. I can't blame him. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there's no jumping on those guys. Dr. Purbotnik. It's weird that his saw pattern never changed. Whoa! Oh, I can't wall kick off of those walls. Yuck, gravity. Well, from the top. What have they been feeding that thing? Oh, you didn't do phase one. That robot has definitely been squeezing the Charmin, bring him to justice. Phase 3. Whoa! Oh. No. Oh, we were so far along. The bosses in this game are always like endurance matches. It's so weird because, like, he collapses for no reason. Like, I mean, I guess he's just, like, tiring himself out, but it seems very silly. I disagree. Cool. Not only did I not avoid that, I jumped directly into it. Oh no, you put it at the other end of the room. That's probably for the best that I just died there because I took so much accidental damage. We were gonna have to watch all this again anyway. Hey Angelus, welcome in. Thank you for the raid. Welcome to your friends as well. Welcome to Ayo the Clown. I think we're at the final boss. Very upsetting. Hopefully you had a good stream. Tell us what you're doing and how'd it go for you. More Circle of the Moon. Alright. I feel like that robot. I feel like that robot right now. Beat the Necromancer boss finally. Got another item which helps me progress next time. I go through the Machine Tower, which has annoying Medusa heads, so that'll be fun next time. Everyone loves Medusa heads. Hey Arcady, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Graphics look great. It's a pretty good looking game. The music's pretty good. A lot of people say it has like a Yoshi kind of vibe to it. Which I think maybe some of the later like Yoshi games, not really Yoshi's Island, but the more like Toys to Life kind of games I think is probably what they're thinking of. It's not a bad game. I've had a lot of fun with it. It's a little janky. There's some collision and input problems, and some of the control decisions are just odd. They seem to be just quirky for the sake of being different, which is not great. But it's a decent game. It's worth playing if you don't mind something that's a little janky and unpolished. I tend to eat spicy food on the regular Buddha fingers, so I don't actually have a lot of digestive distress from spicy food. Maybe sometimes, but it's very rare for me. I have to eat something incredibly spicy or a large amount of it. The stuff that I have regularly is all pretty digestible. The part where he comes in from the side and says hi, there's something very strange about that. There's something very strange about that part. No! They're more annoying now because they turn you to stone if they touch you. Oh yeah, I think they do that in a lot of the Metroid, like Metroid style Castlevanias. That was odd. I don't know why that one broke in midair like that. didn't mean to jump. I meant to slide, but that's not how the slide works in this game. I don't even know where my character was. Where was I at the end there? I think I was stuck inside the robot. Something was not correct there. Remember in Symphony of the Night, only the gold ones did that? Then Circle the Moon, they decided just make the regular Medusa heads do that too. Thanks, Konami. Really appreciate it. Guess they decided you needed a bit more challenge. Upon further inspection, this is definitely a robot, Buddhafinger says. So irritating. The electricity sparks coming out. There's no pattern, no rhyme to it. I don't... It's very difficult to manage when it's so unpredictable. Someone I was playing, I think, was watching me rage against the Medusa heads. And laughing, so I made sure to let them know I was raiding and hope they enjoyed my suffering. It's a lot of suffering going on here tonight. I've only got 3 lives left, and then we have to do the whole level again. really hope it doesn't come to that. I would like to be able to do another Battletoads run. The sparks, like, they don't come out at a consistent arc, and, like, I don't know, I can't, like, sometimes they aim for me and sometimes they don't. It's very irritating. No! Oh, why are you sliding? Why? We made it through that first part perfectly, and then he started sliding. I hate this game. I'm so mad. There's no reason for that. That cost me 2 hearts. 2 hearts! It's actually a wolf. It's been identified as a cat several times, but it's a knight, actually. But it's actually a wolf. Sure what to do about this phase, other than just repeatedly fail. Alright, well, we're definitely going to be doing this again. Why does the wolf hate the clown so much? There's some explanation in the story. Believe it or not, I haven't paid attention to it, so I can't really say for sure. Something about the wolf is jealous of the clown because of the circus or something. I didn't really get the details. Does seem extra rude, but also the final boss, so I guess they've got to up the ridiculousness. Well, we've certainly seen that that's the time to be on guard, Buddha fingers. Whenever he says hi, something unpleasant is coming your way. I can't handle this game. It's making me so irritated. Just be consistent. I can't survive long enough during phase 3 to figure out what in the world I'm supposed to do. I know it's something about using bouncy pads to get to the top to land on his head again, but he just dances me right into my grave so quickly that I can't figure anything out. There's no escaping him. He moves so quickly. There's no way to get out from under him. Ah! Why is Ayo so slow? Why is there no run button in this game? There actually is a run button, I forgot. It doesn't work very well, though. talking robot is is bad enough. It didn't even need bombs to make you suspicious, Cow says. Excuse me. I don't know if his fire is an actual hazard here or not. Forgot he was gonna do that. This is impossible. This is impossible. There is no way that I'm gonna do this without taking damage 100 million times. Oh well, this is the rest of our life tonight. I'm probably not even going to get this tonight. I'm going to have to play this game another time. Oh, is that place always safe to stand? Nope. That's what I need to do. Memorize safe places to stand. This is awful. I hate this. I have to do this whole level now. Again. As if it wasn't sickening enough the first time. I'm upset. I'm very upset. This is why people hate clowns. I didn't want this item. I believe in you. Thank you, cows. I don't believe in me. I'm the saddest clown in the circus right now. I'm a non-bear lever, Buddhafinger says. That is rough. Boy, I have some choice words for this game right now. We're going back for that 1-up. I don't care that it was all day at the beginning of the stage. I need every life I can get. Unfortunately, I can't just make a mad dash through the level because I do need to look for things like 1-ups, and I have to recollect all the collectibles again. So, as much as I want to just race back to the boss to try again, that's not really an option. Oh. Someday you think I would learn. You'd think I would learn that the worst part of a jank video game is always the ending, right? They never just fizzle out and let you go. They always have to just build to some crescendo of awfulness. They have to make sure they completely erase any goodwill they might have built up along the way before they let you out. I can't look at these robots the same way anymore. I just didn't even see that pencil. That's my bad. think there's any collectibles if I keep going around. I don't remember. There might have been a lollipop. Oh, I think it's up here, actually. Yeah, there's a bear. I didn't remember this, but it's familiar to me seeing it. There's a part where there's a lollipop near one of those electricity beams, though. So I do need to be on the lookout for that. Oh, he's back. Cool, cool. I messed up just the perfect amount to land on that fire. Ugh. Okay, there's a lollipop down there, yeah. We'll go after I see some fire. Wasn't actually as safe as I thought it was. Ah. Can't. Nope, can't. Cool. I'm about to die. Oh, gravity's the worst ever. Where are you going? Extra life. This game really went the extra mile to like hit me hard with the unpleasantness tonight. Because it actually like went so smoothly the last time we played it. There was no intense suffering. It set me up for a very hard and difficult fall tonight. Hey, Sarcodius, welcome in. Good to see you, my friend. How is Jackal treating you? I stopped in for a little bit of the suffering earlier. I don't know. I don't think you saw my one comment. You were kind of in the eye of the storm. Oh, hey. Thank you for the raid. Oh, welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the stream, friends of Sarconius. Very pleased to have you here. Very grateful for the raid. Thank you. Welcome to Ayo the Clown on the Switch, a 2.5D indie platformer that, if you had asked me about an hour ago, I would have told you is pretty decent, but it is punishing me severely right now, so I'm angry with it. It has been really bad to me tonight. Otherwise, it's a pretty competent platformer with a bit of you've got to be able to tolerate a bit of jank. There are collision issues, there are input issues, it's messy, but it's almost real fun. Doing well. Jackal has been taken down. Very nice. Our friend Sarconius does a lot of retro games, my friends. If you want to use that link to give him a follow, it's a really fun time over there. He's definitely no stranger to suffering. He does retro achievements, and some of the stuff on those retro achievement lists are just out of this world insane. I've enjoyed being able to get to watch him working on Castlevania Chronicles on PlayStation 1, and recently he's been doing Jackal on NES. And the achievements in Jackal are just unfair. There's no other way to describe them. They're just unfair. But he has strength and talent and persistence, and somehow makes it through. If only I could take down this big bot. If only, Angelus. Here we go. Let's see. Phase 1 and 2, I know what's supposed to happen. Phase 2, the robot behaves a little inconsistently. So there's potential to make mistakes, but I at least know what to expect. Phase 3, I really don't know what's going on. I'll try and tell you about the stream as I work on this. If you're new to the stream, welcome in one more time. Thank you for checking it out and giving us a chance. Hopefully you will enjoy your time with us. I'm Frownie, of course. I stream several nights a week. Start up around 11 p.m. Central Time, and we go to till question marks, usually about 5 to 7 hours. I'm overwhelmingly a retro kind of guy. Anything between the Commodore 64 to PlayStation 2 is pretty typical for me, with NES to N64 being my real sweet spot. And sometimes a newer game like this on the Switch. Regrettably. I prioritize a very strictly blind first playthroughs of video games, which sometimes makes life very confusing and difficult, but often leads to tremendous victories. I just concluded a first playthrough of Dark Souls with no research or help. It took me about 200 hours, but I made it all the way through to the end, and I'm still patting myself on the back about that one. I do challenge runs of games sometimes myself, not quite the the retro achievements, but I set my own goals for like deathless clears of some of the games I like. Contra, Castlevania, Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Kind of brutal arcade-style platformers. And unfortunately, I also play a lot of broken trash games, which is really stinging me tonight. Ayo's a lot more competent than the stuff that I'm talking about there, but like I said, I'm mad at this game right now, so it's getting lumped in with Scooby-Doo and Powerpuff Girls, E.T. It's usually a pretty laid-back stream, though. We try to have a sort of comfy, cozy environment. I try to keep things, mostly family-friendly for folk around here. And, yeah, everybody can just forget the cares of the world, relax, and enjoy watching me suffer and cry my way through video games. I don't know where to go. I did finish Dark Souls, Buddha Fingers. Did anyone tell you about Mr. Chompy? Do you mean that he was eating half of my souls? That I was getting robbed of half the souls I should have been collecting? No one told me that, but I figured it out. I figured it out after I got rid of him. I didn't even figure it out right away. I found a moldy acorn that got rid of him. And I noticed I was getting more souls, but also, as soon as I got rid of Chompy, I started wearing the treasure chest hat. And so I thought I was getting more souls just because of the treasure chest hat. It took a night or two before I fought an enemy that, like, I knew what the soul count should be. And had my mind blown that Chompy had been robbing me every night. Yeah, no one spoiled that one for me. People told me a couple minor things about the game since, but the general attitude seems to be that people want to let me try to continue to find more stuff, mostly blind for New Game Plus, which we are gonna do. I'm probably gonna be asking for some hints here and there to help me figure out the stuff I didn't find the first time through. It will be a little bit more relaxed on the blind policy, I think, but and there are a couple places I might just have to be told what to do, but we're gonna sort of decide each case by case in the moment. Oh, I went up there and I missed him. Yuck. I was wondering if you were going to put it together. It was robbing you blind. I mean, there was no way for me to know that, though, once I had him. Unless I mean, because I didn't, I don't know. I didn't pay a lot of attention to how many souls I was getting from different enemies, so... I think the only area I found that might be DLC, and I don't know, I found a place called Ash Lake. I don't know if that was in the original game or not, and I just speculate it could have been DLC because it seemed very optional. But I think that's the only area that I found that seemed like optional like that. You think that is original? Yeah, then I probably didn't find any DLC areas. That's the only place I found that I thought, this seems optional. Because it didn't really lead to anywhere, and the thing I got from it, I mean, was really just for online play stuff, it seems, but... It was a cool place. I was happy I found it. I did not figure out the painting in Anne Orlando. I banged my head against that painting for like 15 hours. And I could not figure out that painting, so I'm probably going to end up asking questions about it in New Game Plus. Someone did give me a general hint for the replay and told me that I need to look up more. So I'm with that little piece of knowledge, hopefully that will open up some things for me. I don't know. I enjoyed some great moments like the skeleton shove. For those who weren't here, the part that Budafingers is talking about, when I went to the catacombs, I thought the skeletons were unkillable in the catacombs. And so I couldn't figure out how to deal with them. Because every time I hit one of them, they built themselves back. So I assumed that meant they were invincible. And then my strategy was, well, if the skeletons are invincible, I will lure every one of them to this cliff and kick them off into the abyss. And I did. And it was like an hour or two of just running around and luring skeletons to this one cliff to kick them off. And clearing out the whole catacombs that way. I don't know. Like, they have a health bar. They have a health bar, but I just, for whatever reason, I was so blinded by the fact that they rebuilt themselves after collapsing that I could not even see their health bar. And I thought they were invincible. It's so weird. It's so weird. Gonna have to go back and watch that VOD. Happy you finally got to the end. Thank you, cows. Thank you for the trophy. I liked my fight with Lord Gwyn at the end. I thought it was, I thought it developed a really good strategy where I very bravely hid behind a pillar and cheesed him by reaching around it with a halberd when he was caught up in an animation. I thought that was a very bold and heroic approach. I see you too are a man of pride and honor. Yes, and I think every boss that I cheesed with crossbow bolts would agree. Oh, Seath the Scaleless. Yeah, for Seath the Scaleless, I tucked myself into a polygon seam and hid behind my shield in a polygon seam and cheesed Seath with arrows. That was the cheesiest of all my victories. Was Seath. That guy got ruined. Ahoy, Rush Pirate! Welcome in. This isn't Battletoads. No, this isn't Battletoads. If I beat this boss, we're gonna play a little bit more Battletoads, though. We played that at the start of the stream. Oh, I hope that's the final hit. It could be. I'm not certain I'm safe.
At last,
Victory! We did it!
This is the longest they have been apart, and Ayo missed having his pooch with him. Oh, you fuzzy little ball, don't ever leave me again. He lifts Bo up by the tummy, which is still jiggly and full of love. You're finally coming home, little guy, Ayo whispers as a tear of joy slips out of his eye. In the back, while the wolf sorrowfully pokes at the dirt, a feather flutters out of his pocket. Ayo turns around and notices the wolf and the feather. A brilliant idea forms in Ayo's head. Even though the wolf was unkind to him, he still wanted to help him. He cautiously starts to tickle the angry wolf, which seems like a terrible idea. But Ayo puts on a cheerful, brave face. He can do this. Ha! 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 The wolf's face freezes as a strange feeling swells up. A million thoughts run through his head. Am I going to be sick? Is it gas? Am I going to faint? What's going on? The wolf's brain is going into overdrive. Slowly, a corner of his lips rises up. Suddenly, the wolf bursts into uncontrollable laughter, and tears stream down his fur and snout. The laughing and wheezing could have probably blown down a castle. Ha 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 ha! You made me laugh. Is this what I've been missing out on my whole life? The wolf hugs Ayo tightly, his face beaming with indescribable joy. I'm so sorry for what I've done. I was jealous of you because you're a clown. You laugh and make others laugh. I've done terrible things, but you still decided to help me. Thank you truly for everything. While the wolf was ecstatic, Ayo was even happier because he was able to help.
Don't put me back in the game. I don't want to be here. Oh, thank goodness. Hey, thank you for the trophies and the GGs. Sorry, I know all the story segments are real quiet. The game's just like that. I didn't want to mess with the, I don't know if Frownie's going to forgive him after that boss fight. Good point, Sarcodius. Good point. Thank you for the trophies and thank you for the GGs, my friends. I'm very, very happy to be done with that. Let me just make sure. For that one, I'll just say, I hope you like parkour. Oh, goodness. That stomp attack is giving me flashbacks to Ghostbusters on the Commodore.
The sun's rays reflect off the pale sand, and fluffy white clouds drift lazily by. The soothing ocean laps at the edge of Ayo's feet as Bo's pudgy little belly jiggles. During their favorite game of tug-of-war, we see something strange in our little clown. Ayo's non-existent neck peeks out. Pan shows Ayo the image that is taking the internet by storm. Wow, Ayo, you're quite popular, she laughs. The photo of him kissing the mop is an internet sensation. Ayo blushes, and Pan leans in to kiss him on the cheek. Ayo's eyes glaze over as he freezes up, unsure if this is a dream or not. They stare at each other before bursting into laughter. Ayo has grown on this journey. He's been stung by bees and jumped off a cliff, faced his fears and ate them for breakfast. Most importantly, he has learned that an act of kindness can mean the world to another person. As the warm sunset hits their faces, a gentle sea breeze rustles the palm leaves. The day is coming to an end, and tomorrow, who knows where Bo will be.
Hey, and there's our credits. I don't know if we're going to get anything special for our 100% completion, but I think we've got to ride the credits out to see what's going to come up. If anything, probably, I would guess probably nothing. I think we did 100% just for the love of the sport, but we'll see. We'll wait through these. There's more on the translation team than there is for any other aspect of the game. This was a Kickstarter game? The clown was trying to force the wolf to laugh. Some people don't want to laugh and they shouldn't be forced. I hate him now. I think the wolf is not quite in that same category. If I remember the story correctly, the wolf was actually jealous because he couldn't laugh. And always wanted to. Oh my goodness. There's more people in these credits than the Lord of the Rings. I've never been a fan of clowns, not since my babysitter let me watch Killer Clowns from Outer Space when I was like 6. Yeah, I'm not the biggest I'm not the biggest clown guy. I don't know that there's any like incident that I could point to that like makes me think clowns are scary. I did watch a movie. It was like a short film when I was a kid. I don't know what it was called. I think it was a short film that came on like HBO or something like that. We had it on a VHS tape, and I'll never be able to find it again. But it was sort of like a slow, quiet movie about a girl who watches a tightrope walker, and then dreams. I think she has a dream that he falls off the tightrope. I don't remember what the plot of the movie was. But it all had something to do with this girl who was afraid of the tightrope walker, who was a clown at the circus. And I don't remember if she actually saw him fall, or if she saw him pretend to fall. But she definitely has a dream about him falling. I wish I could figure it out, because it's something that drives me crazy sometimes to think about. They're making a game based off that movie. Sadly, it's multiplayer mostly. I think someone mentioned that too. Well, we got a thank you screen. Am I locked here? No. Just love dogs. Thanks for the purchase. Thanks for the help. These rats are out of control. Okay, all the dialogue here seems to be the same. Wants a man without his tools. Megabyte. abilities. This guy, we never got his. Thanks for saving my homework. Now I just need to finish it. Is that it? I think that's it. Just love to sing. Yeah, all this stuff is the same. Back to the map. Yes. Alright, there's our treasure chest full of toys. We got the juggling balls, the hammer, bowling pin, horn, hat that looks like a bowl, whoopee cushion, drum, rubber chicken, cupcake, joy buzzer. That's all the toys. Back to the title. Alright, and there we are. 90 out of 90. 90 out of 90. 30 out of 30. 10 out of 10. 16 hours. That feels like a while to spend with this game. Hey, but we did it. That's everything. Victory. Thank you, cows. Thank you. Gotta love a 100% run. We'll be done with this now. Thank you for the GGs again. Let's have our hearts broken in Battletoads again. We'll move over to Battletoads for another heartbreaking run or two of that. Start the sort of clunky switchover process here. Just a heads up, there could be a loud noise or two. Oh, actually, I can't switch it over until I turn the game on. Let me just take a quick BRB. I'm going to step away for a few moments. I'll give you a chance to hear Sparrow's new song again, or for the first time if you haven't heard it yet. And I'll try and get everything switched over while the BRB screen is up, and then you guys won't have to worry about the sausage making so much. So thank you for enjoying Ayo with me, and if you want to see some Battletoads done very mediocrely, then just stand by. We'll see how that goes.